A single flame can ignite your abundance in just 24 hours. Pause for a moment and think about this. Fire has always represented transformation. It takes what is solid and turns it into light, warmth, and energy. Every culture throughout history has used fire as a symbol of renewal, clarity, and creation. And today, you're going to discover how that same power can unlock financial flow in your own life. What if tonight, by lighting a simple candle, the same kind you can buy at any grocery store, you could transform not only the energy in your home, but also the way money flows to you? This isn't superstition. This isn't about hoping or wishing. This is about focus, intention, and energy coming together in one clear action. Because here's the truth. Most people carry stress, fear, and resistance when it comes to money. They sit down to pay bills and feel tension. They check their bank account and feel anxiety. That energy creates blocks. It closes the doors to opportunity and flow. But the moment you light a flame with intention, something shifts. The candle becomes more than wax and fire. It becomes a signal. The flame captures your attention, calms your nervous system, and clears away mental clutter. Your subconscious, which controls 95% of your thoughts and actions, receives a new message. I am ready. I am open. I am aligned with abundance. Imagine this. You strike a match, light the candle, and as the flame begins to dance, you feel your energy changing. The room feels different. Your thoughts slow down. And in that moment, you're no longer focusing on fear. You're focusing on possibility. You're anchoring your intention into something real, something visible, something alive. That's why the 24H money candle ritual works. Because fire transforms everything it touches, including your mindset. And when your mindset changes, your reality follows. So tonight, instead of scrolling through your phone in stress or worrying about what tomorrow might bring, try this simple act. Light a candle. Set your intention and let the flame remind you that transformation is always possible. And sometimes, it only takes 24 hours for money to find its way to you. This is not about luck. It's not about chance. It's about creating focus so sharp that your energy, your thoughts, and your subconscious all align with wealth. One candle, one flame, one ritual. That's all it takes to begin unlocking the flow of abundance faster than you ever imagined. The 24H money candle. Here's the promise. This candle ritual is more than a symbol. It's a direct activation of your subconscious mind. When you light a candle with intention, you're doing something incredibly powerful. Fire demands your focus. It pulls your attention into the present moment. And when your mind is fully present, it becomes more open to suggestion, more responsive to intention, and more aligned with energy. Think about it. When you stare into a flame, everything else seems to fade away. Distractions quiet down. Stress begins to melt. And in that state, your subconscious mind, the invisible engine that drives 95% of your daily decisions, becomes receptive. It listens. It accepts new commands. And those commands shape your reality. That's why this ritual works so quickly. Because the flame doesn't just burn wax, it burns away resistance. It clears the energy of fear, worry, and scarcity that keeps money from flowing into your life. And once that resistance is gone, abundance can finally move toward you, sometimes in less than 24 hours. Here's the promise. One flame, one focus, one intention, and you can see money show up in ways you never expected. Maybe it comes as a refund you forgot about. Maybe it's a friend paying back a loan. Maybe it's a bonus at work, or even a new client reaching out. The form doesn't matter. What matters is that your subconscious has been activated, your energy has shifted, and the universe responds. Remember this, the flame isn't magic by itself. The power comes from the combination of fire, focus, and feeling. The candle becomes a container for your intention. It transforms your thoughts into something physical, visible, and alive. And when your mind and energy both lock onto the same signal, abundance has no choice but to answer. So here's the promise again, as clear as I can make it. If you light a candle tonight with clear intention, and you follow the steps I'll show you, you can experience money flowing into your life by tomorrow. One flame can ignite the wealth you've been waiting for. And once you experience it, you'll never look at a simple candle the same way again. Ignite your wealth flame in 24H. You might be asking yourself, can lighting a simple candle really attract money in just 24 hours? The answer is yes. And the best way to show you is through real stories of people who tried the 24H money candle ritual and saw results almost immediately. Take Alan from Ohio. He was skeptical but curious, so one evening he lit a plain white candle on his kitchen table. He closed his eyes, placed his hand on his heart, and said out loud, "Money flows like this flame, bright, steady, unstoppable." The next morning, he checked his Venmo and saw that a friend had finally repaid him $100 from months ago. Alan said, "It felt like the flame cleared the block and let that money find me." Then there's Sarah from Florida. She was worried about her rent payment and decided to give the ritual a try. She lit a small green candle she had bought at Target, spoke her intention with gratitude, and visualized her rent being paid with ease. Within 24 hours, her sister surprised her by sending a Venmo transfer with the exact amount she needed, writing in the note, "Just wanted to help you out this month." Sarah told me, "I couldn't believe it. It felt like the candle carried my prayer straight into reality." And let's talk about Michael from California. He was waiting on a tax refund that seemed delayed for weeks. One night, he lit a gold candle and repeated the ritual while staring at the flame. The next morning, he logged into his Bank of America account and saw that his IRS refund had finally cleared. Michael said, "I had been waiting for weeks and suddenly it just showed up the morning after the ritual." These aren't coincidences. These are examples of what happens when you combine intention with ritual. The flame becomes more than light. It becomes a signal to your subconscious and to the universe. It tells both, "I'm ready, I'm open, I'm aligned with abundance." Again and again, I hear stories like these. People receiving refunds they forgot about, clients suddenly reaching out with new projects, family members offering support, or even unexpected bonuses at work. The forms may differ, but the result is the same. Money finds its way to you when your energy is clear and your intention is focused. So if Alan, Sarah, and Michael could experience results in less than 24 hours, why not you? The flame is waiting. All it takes is one match, one candle, one intention. Because once you light the flame, you ignite the flow. Real people, real ritual, real money. Now let's make this candle ritual practical for everyday life in America. Here's a simple yet powerful hack. Light a candle when you pay your bills. Think about it. Most people in the U.S. feel stress every time they log into their Chase, Wells Fargo, or Bank of America account to make a payment. They see the balance going down and immediately think, "I'm losing money." That energy creates tension and blocks abundance. But when you add a candle, the entire experience shifts. Imagine this. You sit down to pay your credit card bill, maybe American Express, Discover, or Capital One. Before logging in, you light a small candle on your desk. As the flame flickers, you take a deep breath and say, "This bill represents the services I enjoyed. Thank you." And as I release this money, more is returning to me multiplied. Or picture this. You're paying your utility bill, online electricity, internet, or water. Instead of focusing on the cost, you light a candle and give thanks for what the bill provided. Light in your home. Connection to the world, water for your family. Gratitude turns the payment into a blessing instead of a burden. Even with your rent or mortgage, the ritual works. Light the flame and let it symbolize stability, a roof over your head, and the security you have right now. Then, while pressing submit on your payment, focus on the flame and say, "Money flows like this, fire bright, steady, and abundant." Why does this matter? Because when you transform the emotional energy around bills, you change the signal you send to your subconscious. Instead of linking money with fear, you link money with gratitude and flow. And what you feel consistently, you attract more of. Wealthy people already practice this in their own way. They focus on appreciation for the lifestyle money provides, not the loss of paying. By adding a candle, you're anchoring that mindset shift with a visual, physical reminder. So here's the challenge. The next time you sit down to pay a bill, don't do it in a rush. Don't do it in stress. Take 30 extra seconds. Light a candle. Breathe. Bless the bill. And let the flame remind you that money is energy, and energy always flows back. This simple practice can turn one of the most stressful moments of your month into one of the most empowering. Light a candle before paying. Say thank you for what the bill gave. Declare, money flows back to me multiplied. Why does a candle ritual work so powerfully and sometimes so quickly? The answer comes from both science and spirituality. Let's start with the mystical side. For thousands of years, fire has symbolized transformation. Ancient cultures used fire in temples, altars, and ceremonies because it represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual. When you light a flame, you're not just creating light, you're creating movement, warmth, and energy. Mystics believe that a candle flame absorbs intention and carries it into the universe. When you focus your wealth desire into the flame, you're sending a signal into the field of abundance. Now let's look at the scientific side. Modern psychology and neuroscience confirm that rituals help anchor beliefs into the subconscious. When you light a candle and stare into the flame, something fascinating happens. Your brainwaves begin to slow down. You move out of the stressed, overthinking state and into a calmer, more receptive state, similar to meditation. In that state, your subconscious is more open to suggestion. This matters because your subconscious controls 95% of your thoughts, habits, and decisions, including how you respond to money. If your subconscious associates money with stress, debt, and fear, it keeps you stuck in scarcity. But when you pair a candle flame with affirmations like money flows like this fire bright, steady, unstoppable, you're literally reprogramming your mind to connect money with flow, gratitude, and abundance. Science also tells us about the power of focus. Our brains have what's called the reticular activating system, a filter that decides what we notice. When you focus on a candle flame while holding an intention for money, you are training that filter to pay attention to opportunities for wealth. Suddenly, you notice a refund email you might have skipped, a side hustle option, or a client message you were too distracted to see before. So in simple terms, mystics say the flame carries your intention outward. Scientists say the flame anchors your focus inward. Together, they create a feedback loop between your energy and your subconscious that accelerates manifestation. This is why the 2,4-H money candle ritual can be so effective. The flame isn't magic, it's a tool. A tool that transforms scattered thoughts into clear focus, that calms stress, that reprograms the subconscious, and that activates the flow of abundance. When you light that candle, you're not just burning wax, you're burning away resistance. And when resistance is gone, money flows back faster than you could imagine. Fire equals transformation. Focus ritual equals subconscious reprogramming. Clear mind equals clear flow of money. Now let's walk through the 2,4-H money candle ritual step by step. It's simple, it's powerful, and if you follow along with intention, you may begin to see results as soon as tomorrow. Step 1. Choose your candle. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can use a plain white candle from Walmart, Target, or even the dollar store. White works universally, but if you want to amplify prosperity, green or gold candles are traditional symbols of wealth and abundance. Step 2. Create your space. Find a quiet spot where you won't be interrupted. Place the candle on a stable surface, maybe your desk, kitchen table, or nightstand. If possible, dim the lights so the flame becomes the main source of focus. Step 3. Set your intention. Before lighting the candle, place your hand on your heart. Close your eyes, breathe deeply 3 times, and say clearly in your mind what you want to receive. Be specific but open. For example, I receive unexpected money within 24 hours. Step 4. light the flame. Strike the match or flick the lighter, and as the flame appears, imagine it as the spark of your abundance. Watch the way it dances, steady yet alive. Let it remind you that money, like fire, is energy always moving, always flowing. Step 5. Speak the affirmation. Now say out loud, "Money flows like this flame, bright, steady, unstoppable." Repeat it 3 times. The more you feel it, the more powerful the message becomes. Step 6. Visualize. Stare into the flame for a few moments. As you do, imagine money flowing into your life. Picture opening your Chase, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo app and seeing a new deposit. Imagine a Venmo notification popping up with unexpected funds. Feel the relief, the joy, the freedom. Step 7. Seal with gratitude. After a few minutes, place your hand on your heart again and say softly, "Thank you for the money already on its way." Gratitude closes the ritual with trust and certainty. Step 8. Close the ritual safely. You can let the candle burn for a little while longer if it's safe, or you can gently snuff it out. Never blow on it in frustration, always close with appreciation. That's it. 1 candle, 1 focus, 1 intention. When you follow these steps, you're not just lighting wax, you're igniting a signal to your subconscious and to the universe. A signal that says, "I am ready for my 2,4-H money flow." Choose your candle, white, green, or gold. Set intention. I receive money in 2,4-H. Light flame plus repeat affirmation. Visualize money arriving. Seal with gratitude. Now that you've lit your flame and set your intention, it's time to seal this ritual with the activation phrase. This is more than words, it's the moment you send a final clear command to your subconscious and to the universe. So let's do it together right now. First, take a deep breath in. Hold it for 3 seconds. And slowly release. Again, inhale deeply, hold. And exhale, letting go of every ounce of doubt. One last time, breathe in abundance, hold, and release scarcity. Now place your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. That rhythm is proof that life, energy, and flow are already within you. Look at the flame, and as you do, repeat after me. I ignite my wealth flame today. Say it once with clarity. Now say it a second time with strength. And a third time with feeling, as if the money is already here. Every repetition locks this phrase into your subconscious. You are no longer just hoping, you are declaring. Imagine the flame carrying your words upward, as if your intention is written in light. See the universe receiving it, echoing it back to you in the form of money, opportunities, and abundance flowing in the next 24 hours. Let this phrase become your anchor. Whenever you see a candle, a flame, or even the glow of a lamp, remember, I ignite my wealth flame today. That reminder keeps your subconscious tuned into prosperity all day long. Because wealth isn't something far away, it's energy, and it responds to your signal. The moment you speak with conviction, you flip the switch. So say it with me one more time, and this time feel it echoing inside you. I ignite my wealth flame today. As you finish, smile, take a final deep breath, and trust. The flame is lit not only in front of you, but inside of you. And that inner fire will guide money to your life within 24 hours. Repeat 3x. I ignite my wealth flame today. I ignite my wealth flame today. I ignite my wealth flame today. If you're ready to claim your own 24H money miracle, now is the moment to act. Don't just watch this video, be part of the energy it's creating right now. Here's what I want you to do. First, hit that like button. It's not just for the algorithm. Think of it as your first act of gratitude. Your way of saying, yes, I'm ready for abundance. Second, make sure to subscribe to this channel, Money Abundance Mindset, because every video here is designed to unlock your prosperity faster. This is your safe space to reset your energy, attract wealth, and join thousands of others on the same path. And third, the most powerful step, declare it in the comments. Type the words, "My flame attracts money." Why? Because words create reality. When you write it, you're programming your subconscious. And when hundreds or even thousands of people declare it together, the energy multiplies. You're not just one person doing a ritual. You're joining a wave of abundance that grows stronger with every declaration. Imagine scrolling down and seeing comment after comment of people claiming their wealth flame. It's a community of energy, proof that you're not alone, and evidence that abundance is already spreading. And when you add your voice, your declaration, you tap into that same current. So don't hold back. Type it now. My flame attracts money. Say it out loud as you type it. Feel the conviction in your chest. That's the moment your ritual is sealed. Remember, action creates momentum. Even small actions, liking, subscribing, commenting, are signals that you're aligning with flow instead of fear. They may seem simple, but simple steps are what open the door to miracles. So go ahead, take those 3 steps. Like, subscribe, and comment your activation phrase. Do it with intention, and trust me, tomorrow might look very different from today. Because your wealth flame is lit, and when the flame is alive, money cannot resist finding its way back to you. Like, subscribe, comment. My flame attracts money.